There were 2 scenes wrapped up in this one, 2 scenes wrapped up in this one, and this one's kind of on its own. I finished! Happy dance, worm, happy dance! Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to my channel. And I have no idea if this is the middle of a vlog, the beginning of a vlog. I have no idea because I have quite a bit of footage that I'm a little bit behind in getting edited. So if this is the beginning of a vlog, hello, how have you been since the last time we spoke? The only update I really have is that, yes, I'm still plugging away at these note cards. And my outline is something beyond what I ever expected an outline to be for myself. I like to plan things ahead, but again, I am what I'd consider more of a plantser, kind of somewhere between the plotter and pantser, because I can plot forever. But as I start writing, it's like something overtakes the process, and my characters just tend to take a tangent of their own, or take a little bigger piece of the pie than I was expecting them to, something like that, and I just roll with it because usually my characters know better than I do what needs to happen. And sometimes they even make their own downfall even harder than I would have, so that works out. My outline is currently sitting at 17,884 words. That's so many words. Like, that's quite an extensive outline. And I have everything broken down into Act 1, the first half of the second half, the second act, and then Act 3. I like to split up the second act because it is over 50% of the book, and if I just call it Act 2, I can almost get lost. If I just put a scene in Act 2, it can almost get lost. So I kind of use that midpoint turn as the second half of that second act, and for me it's basically like a 4-act structure almost, than a 3-act structure, but I still like calling it 3-act and making the Act 2 parts. I don't know. I'm weird. Maybe other people do that, maybe they don't, but to me it just makes the most sense. But I'm really getting a feel for the series of events and the sequence of events, and I'm really happy with how this is going. This outline is way more extensive than I think I've ever done for an outline, and I'm not done yet. I still have quite a few note cards left. I've only put this many in, and you can't really see how thick that stack is, I don't think. But it's not a very thick stack. There's multiple cards in these paperclip stacks, and they're written front and back in super tiny font. And really this is only 1, 2... There were 2 scenes wrapped up in this one, 2 scenes wrapped up in this one, and this one's kind of on its own. So this is about 5 scenes worth of information that I have implemented into the outline. I still have a lot to plug in. I've probably only finished a third of the chunk of book 2 that I know I need to get put in the outline so that I know what to write when Nano comes. And my lighting is all over the place. Before I run off on this vlog and make it 25 minutes of me just talking.
Focus!
But first, I think I want to make myself some hot tea. I did harvest a bunch of herbs out of my garden. I have sage, I have lemon thyme, and I have mint. I'm just gonna make myself a nice little garden herbal tea. So let's go get that going so we can get this going.
All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? Again, 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 again.
don't bother me. We mixed it up. Shoe fly don't bother me. Not shoe fly. One part, 5 minutes later. What does the fox say? Bing, 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 bing.
Are you cute?
Yeah,
How cute.
very cute. I love you.
I love you, baby man.
Today is Wednesday, October 23rd, and I am finally almost done with this. I have 2 scenes that are literally 1 note card each,
Hello.
just the front side, to put into my outline, and then I can say it's done. And last I checked, it was over 22,000 words, so like...
That's a big outline.
You're darn right it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to take my 2 cards out of here, get them imported or transcribed, whatever you want to call it, into my outline. And then I brought my pile of books. This one is one of my favorites for trying to figure out the... Well, I have 2 by her, K.M. Weiland. One is the Creating Character Arcs, which is a really big one for finding that internal conflict and why the story matters and all of that. And I do have Story Genius by Lisa Cron, but I didn't bring that one. And then I also have the Save the Cat. Just give me a second. I have also the Save the Cat Writes a Novel, which I'm sure everybody is very familiar with. I'm going to be quiet because he's really crazy anytime I bring the camera out and thinks that he needs to be on it. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my computer and get ready to finish up my note cards. So let's go.
What's the guy's name?
I finished! Happy dance, worm. Happy dance. That's about how I feel after this. It's like, yay! Okay, now I'm gonna die. In all seriousness, I'm pretty happy with the progress that I made during this Preptober. And now if I can just nail down and make sure that everything, all the motivations, all the conflicts, and all of that makes sense, and each scene builds on the next and supports the next scene and isn't just arbitrary, and make sure everything is needed. Because again, I started making these notes before I had read all these. This outline is just information and scenes that have come to me during meditation, during dreams. Just it popped into my head out of the blue, and just because it popped into my head or I have it doesn't mean that it's needed in the book. I'm writing everything down. If it's unneeded at a later time, or else my characters decide to take the plot and run with it like they did in book 1, then I'm here for it. I'm just gonna roll with the punches, see what makes sense, see what makes this book the best it can be. If that involves extra rewrites or doing more work, that's just what it's gonna have to take. I'm here to do the work. I'll put in the time, I'll put in the blood, sweat, and tears and the hours, and I will do it. To the best of its ability, I will do it. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and reacquaint myself with some of these books and maybe start my story structure document here in book 2's Scrivener and see how far I can get on that today. Probably not gonna get that far. I have another senior photo session tomorrow night and a lot of editing, both of vlogs and photos and just everything to do. So much to do, so little time. So I'm gonna try to get as much done in these last, 8 days of October, which feels like a lot, but knowing all the stuff that I have coming up with the kids, school, fall festivals, and costume parties, and then Halloween itself.
Hello, glue sticks.
See them. Just knowing I have all his stuff coming up and distractions like this guy means that I just need to pace myself and make sure that I'm not forgetting
My
anything.
name's Mr.
Okay, I'm just trying to get things done.
My
So
name's Mr.
I'm gonna go because it's just too much, and I'm just maybe just gonna sit here, read, and just take a deep breath that I completed my outline. 23,556 words. Who am I? Who am I? I mean, I don't think I've ever outlined anything so no, scratch
Guess
that.
who she is? She's Amanda Dunn.
Okay. I have never put this much thought and effort into an outline in my life. I think my outline, well, I wouldn't even call it an outline. It was, well, my outline for book 1, I want to say was around 12,000 words, and that included a lot of the beats that I put into book 2. So I don't know, I just, so many phone notes that I've been putting into my big long document that I was just calling book 2 notes and all of that. And it just really added up, and I'm pretty happy with everything. And now on to the story structure and the beats, making sure everything makes sense, and then we're ready for Nano. So yes, I will go. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go. So I will see you guys later. Bye.
I love you, everyone.